2. We are headed into the boat launch right now. It's 5 o'clock in the morning again. It's early. It's actually a really pretty sunrise right now. The commercials aren't out at all today, so there's 3. There's the set netters, the commercial fishermen, and then there's also the, is it gill nets? Or,
yeah, they're about there.
And so, hopefully, since only one of those was out yesterday, then it should be a much better push this morning. There was 9,000 in the escapement yesterday, which is not great, but again, they had been out 3 days prior. All 3 of them had been out the 3 days prior, and so like they really kind of block off the whole arm into the river areas. So hopefully today's a lot better, and we can get some fish and we can be done today.
Talented at that. I love you.
Ooh, say that again.
You are so talented at backing a boat. I love you.
We're trying to be fast this morning. There's like 1 or 2 good spots. There's a couple parallel parking spots that are like 3 or 4 stacked together. I don't know that I'm that good at managing a boat trailer that I don't want to park in those. There's some in a lower lot too, just more walking. But it's definitely busier this morning. So that's a good sign that everyone else kind of agrees like the fish are going to be better. Well, it should be better just because there's just not as many commercials out. Say hi! There's already a lot more fishermen alongside doing the rod and reel type fishing. This is another bed. Yesterday, this is probably how many we saw on the whole entire river. Oh yeah, lots of boats getting ready down there. Eventually, so all we need is a couple good runs and we'll be off the water even before high tide. So high tide today is at 9:20. It's 6:08 right now. We have probably about 10 more minutes until we're on the water. We're coming up to the bridge. Than it was this morning. You can see quite a bit more mud up here. This is the corner that we're going to go around. And then even over here on this side, you can see a lot more of the mud exposed. And as we go through this tide, we'll get higher and higher to that grass again. I mean, we were right up on that grass yesterday, so I want to say we're a good 10 feet down right now. We have like an 18-foot swing today. So there's Lunch Rock over there. And we were pretty much halfway up that rock yesterday. Anyway, we're about to put our nets in the water. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chloe. Happy birthday to you. Why isn't it happy?
You're like one of my least favorite things.
This is the best.
I don't know why you were born on the 16th of July.
Year. It's so much fun.
This is really what we do almost every year. We're either camping or dipnetting, but hey, later. It's a good thing we already celebrated, but later we get to celebrate again. Promises, promises. There's a lot more boats on the water already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I can see, and yesterday, like, maybe there were 6 total. First fish of the day. He's a little guy, but we caught one. It's 7 o'clock. It's been an hour.
I just caught a flounder. Let's see. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, let's go. That was a good one.
You think that's a bunch of seals on the shore? That big pile?
Yeah, right there on the edge of the water. Well, there was some.
Alright, well, when we get closer. It's like the highlight of the morning. Not a lot of fish, but a whole bunch of little seals. And they're so cute. I don't understand what they're doing. Like, flexed up in their little positions, but it's adorable. Chloe got a big one. First one. We're not going back out tonight. The tide's late and no one wants to fillet fish at 10 o'clock at night when you have like 20 or 30 to prepare. So off the water, we finished day 2 of fishing and we pulled in 5 fish today. It was not a great day of fishing like we had hoped. We're thinking maybe the evening tide might be better, but hopefully we'll just see what the evening reports say on, I don't know, Facebook and whatever, but we're done. We are making the quick drive to the boat launch. We're launching later than we did the last couple of mornings. I think it's 6. Nobody knows. The sun is up, and I would guess it's 6. Maybe it might even be a little bit later than that. But high tide today is not until 10:20, so we only want to be there 2 to 3 hours around high tide. No one wants to be out on the water for 6 hours today. Especially if they're not running. We do want to be there around the tide. So we're hoping the parking lot's not full. If it is, there's parking outside the lot. It just takes longer to walk back to the boat launch, which is, adds time to the journey. So we're headed that way, and we'll see what it looks like.
Yeah, but it's really pretty on the way in. There was like some really cool sky. Those clouds are just so cool too, which is awesome. And then there's like beams of light. That's really neat. Yeah, so getting ready to head out on the water. We are almost ready to get the boat on the water. So there's that. So, yep. Hopefully we catch a lot of fish and can head out today.
There's this sandbar right here that we did not know was there since we're usually around high tide. I actually think it's new, but it's right here. And yesterday Robert was coming up on it and he needed to fix his jacket, so he said, Chloe, hold the till. I'm going to fix my jacket really quick. And he just put us in the center of the river to go forward. And then he sees it and zooms around. I thought, oh man, that could have gone so much differently. It's nice when you know the river, but I mean, it can make you feel safe. And, I don't think you're ever safe on the water, especially when you're lost and it's cold. The escapement 2 days ago was 19,000, and we didn't look at today's, so we'll look at, or not today's, yesterday's. We'll look at that, and hopefully it was higher. 19 isn't a ton, but it could be a lot higher.
This recording will be updated daily. The Casino Off River Sockeye Salmon sonar count for July 15th was 7,894 fish, for a cumulative of 227,000. Mean run timing was at 48%, and the year-end exceeded projected was 476,000. The morning count for the Casino Off River was 550 fish. The Kenai River Sockeye Salmon sonar count for July 15th was 19,982 for a cumulative of 162,000. run timing was at 14%, and the year-end in-river run projection was 1.1 million. The morning count for the Kenai River was 3,100 fish. Marshall Lake Weir and Judd Lake Weir have not counted any pocket salmon today.
Okay, so according to that video, or the phone call, they haven't updated, but it was the same 19,000 from Thursday, 3,000 for the morning on Friday. And ideally, if you have increasing escapement numbers, that just means the ones that actually are getting through into the counters, then you would have, you know, better and better runs. And of course, eventually that number is going to go down. First fish of the day. A good size one, too. We have been fishing for about an hour and a half. It's almost 9 o'clock, and we're right near City Dock. That's straight in front of us, City Dock. And then starting out over here is the line of dipnetters. You can see all the boats on the water there. It just goes for the whole stretch. Actually, it just keeps going. Not a lot of action. We've had a lot of flounder hits, unfortunately, because I don't like keeping the flounders. They just sit in my freezer. Haven't seen a lot of action in other boats too, just a moderate amount. We've caught 3 fish. 2 of those were from Chloe, good girl. So we're gonna move, we're gonna go hit up that line and see what's going over there. How's fishing going, Chloe? How's it going? What do you mean? This is very boring. Very boring. Never seen a canoe down here before.
Do that up at the other end where it's calm.
Yeah, there are a lot of big waves when the boats pass by, huh? We went ahead and finished our dip netting session for the day. We pulled in 8 good sized fish. Most of them are pretty big, and one of them's a little smaller, but that's fine. We were going to call it for this year for dip netting at 22 fish. Say bye.